Lightning Greaves. So efficient, so busted, so fashionable. You know it, you may even love it. That's weird, but also that's fine. If you have 14 decks, it can be hard on the wallet to snag 14 separate copies for like $20 million or whatever. That's why I have comprised a list here of the 5 best budget protection spells so that we can protect your commander and other valuable stuff on a budget. As per usual, this video is brought to you by the EDH Jank Center, your source for everything commander and everything jank. I am your host, Jordan. Let's dive in. And in classic EDH Jank Center fashion, every card in this list is under $1. So let's start with Mirror Shield. Mirror Shield is 2 colorless mana artifact equipment from Theros Beyond Death. Equipped creature gets +0/+2 and has hexproof. And whenever a creature with Death Touch blocks or becomes blocked by this creature, destroy that creature. And it's equipped too. So this is an equipment that grants hexproof, which obviously is, dope. And a toughness buff that comes in more handy during combat/blocking than you'd think. Oh, and it's got Death Touch. Sign me up for that, baby. And all of that wrapped up into a 24-cent package. That is just absolutely amazing value. And some awesome redundancy if you're also running things like Swiftfoot boots. Okay, next up on the docket, we got Sanctuary Blade, 2 colorless mana artifact equipment from Commander 2020. As Sanctuary Blade becomes attached to a creature, choose a color. Equipped creature gets +2/+0 and has protection from the last chosen color, and the equip cost is 3. So I've talked about this card before on the channel, but for those who do not know what protection means in MTG, protection means that the permanent is protected from anything controlled by the other player. It can't be blocked, targeted, dealt damage, or enchanted by anything they control. And like I said, yeah, I've talked about this card a bunch on this channel, but I will talk about it again. Protection from a specific color, specifically one that's heavy on removal like black or green, is so tasty good, dude. And what's really cool about this is that it triggers on equip, so you can unattach it, re-equip it, and give it protection from something else if another color at the table becomes a problem. All right, coming up next, we got a very janky selection. We got Leather Armor, 1 colorless mana artifact equipment from Adventures in the Forgotten Realms. Equipped creature gets +0/+1 and has Ward 1. Whenever equipped creature becomes the target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, counter it unless that player pays 1. And the equip cost is 0, and you can only activate it once each turn. Pretty simple tech here, guys. It's got a cheap equip cost, a cheap real life cost, and Ward 1 is sneakier than you might think. Making your opponents pay more mana can shift someone's game plan back an entire turn cycle sometimes, giving you an advantage. Don't sleep on the bulk commons, kiddos. I've been telling you this. Here we go. Let's move on to the next card, which is Giant's Amulet, 1 blue mana artifact equipment from Kaldheim. When Giant's Amulet enters the battlefield, you may pay 3 and a blue. If you do, create a 4/4 blue giant wizard creature token, then attach Giant's Amulet to it. That really doesn't matter for most cases. However, equipped creature gets +0/+1 and this creature has hexproof as long as it's untapped. It can't be the target of spells or abilities your opponents control, and its equip cost is 2. I think I might have talked about this card maybe once before on this channel, but I think this is a must run if your commander does something outside of combat and you're in blue. If your commander remains untapped for the majority of the game, this will just grant you hexproof for 1 blue mana. And hexproof and a toughness buff for 1 mana is slapping value. And in record time, we are already at the last card of the day, but before we get into it, guys, if you've been enjoying this content, make sure you check out the Patreon. The link is in the description below. We've got a super accessible $1 tier that gives you access to the patron-only Discord, which is a super fun community where we all talk about sets and spoilers and deck techs and janky cards. I just love it. I love that community. Anyways, if you want to support the channel, make sure you check out that link in the description. And while you're doing that, let's move on to the last card of the day, which is Will's Reversal, 2 and a red instant from Battle for Baldur's Gate. Choose target spell or ability with 1 or more targets. Roll a d20 and add the greatest power among creatures you control. If you roll a 1 through 14, you may choose new targets for that spell or ability. If you roll a 15 or above, you may choose new targets for that spell or ability, then copy it, and you may choose new targets for the copy. This is basically a cheaper Bolt Bend style effect that redirects a single spell, like Infernal Grasp, at something else. And with a little luck, you can get more bang for your buck. That was kind of fire. Anyways, this is a really fun instant if you're running red, especially mono red, where a lot of your removal and protection options are very limited. And just like that, guys, we're at the end of yet another video. If you dug this content, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below what protection spells are your favorite to run, ideally under $1. Did I miss anything? I'm always down there in the comments interacting with you guys, so come on down and have a chat with me. All right, that's it for me. I will see you on the next video.